and the prices you pay. Taylor Torregano has more from Camarillo. Taylor.
Well, Tara Lynn, this area is known as the strawberry growing capital of the country. And if these empty fields behind me tell any story, it's that scattered ice raids are planting deep-rooted fear in the immigrants that tend to them. They're already barely making ends meet in many cases, and now many are too afraid to show up to work. These are the hearts and the hands of California's $49 billion agriculture industry that's also responsible for growing more than 3/4 of the nation's fruits and nuts.
He says he has 12 hours to finish his work at this farm in Camarillo, but Gonzalo knows he's not going to get to it all. They harvest all kinds of vegetables, and now he's preparing the land for planting. But there's too much work to do and not enough hands to do it. He says there's a lot of fear about the ice raids across numerous farms in Camarillo, and many farm workers are not coming to work because of them. Gonzalo says there's usually 20 in their crew, and only 7 showed up. It got really ugly here this week, he says, and even 2 of the workers at his farm were arrested. Just down the street, Lucas Zucker, co-executive director of Cause, an organization helping working immigrant families, shows where he says there were raids all along Laguna Road, with ICE agents and Border Patrol going from farm to farm, he says, trying to gain entry.
Where workers and employers know their rights, they're asking for a warrant to enter this private property. And the vast majority of times, ICE does not have a warrant because they're not actually, looking for someone who, a judge said is a threat or something like that. They are just trying to round up as many bodies as they can.
Lucas says at least 35 people were detained on Tuesday, according to the Mexican consulate in Oxnard. And he's spoken to several separated families who have not been able to get in contact with their loved ones since. This video, widely shared across social media by flower vendor Flowers by Mia on Tuesday, shows one man running through the fields before being caught by agents. With more raids expected through the week, says Leonardo Martinez. He helped launch VC Defensa, a coalition of local organizations protecting immigrants across Ventura County.
The fields are empty. A lot of people didn't go to work at the factories. The Home Depots were empty since Monday morning when we had our teams out there surveilling. They said, hey, this is something we've never seen. We've never seen the Home Depot parking lot this empty with this few day laborers, right? So it's something that not only affects us in the moment of the actual deportation, but it affects the entire community.
President Donald Trump shared this post on Thursday, appearing to take a step back on farm enforcement, saying, quote, "We must protect our farmers, but get the criminals out of the USA. Changes are coming." Hours later, U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem assured that operations can be expected at any workplace.
Remember, this president has repeatedly said that he's going after criminals and the worst of the worst. And we're going after people that are in work sites that are trafficking drugs, that are trafficking human beings.
Meanwhile, Leo says they'll continue following agents along the farms where Gonzalo works, encouraging the workers not to sign anything if they are detained. But the fear has been incited, Gonzalo says, and with so many missing workers, Gonzalo says they have no protection and no clue how they're going to get this harvest done.
Now, Leo says they've also heard of many instances of families going in for their routine immigration check-ins at local ICE offices only to be detained and in some cases even deported. He says they do have a hotline for any reports from Ventura County residents of ICE raids or ICE agents in the community, though, of course, there is palpable fear here in this region, so they're battling a lot of misinformation as people call with both confirmed and unconfirmed reports of ICE throughout this community. Tara Lynn.
All right, thank you so much, Taylor, for that report. And ahead of